draft a shamrock in Art and Stitch. I recently completed a quilt pattern, Smiling Irish Eyes, and wanted to provide some options for quilting this. This tutorial will focus specifically on drafting a shamrock in Art and Stitch. Art and Stitch is a program for digitizing designs for quilters and embroiderers. Let's look at some shamrock images. Have you noticed that the petal on a shamrock looks a lot like a heart? Let's start by drawing a heart with the three-pointed arc tool, and you can find that on the left toolbar. And as I'm drawing my arc, I like to count 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Now that doesn't look very much like that heart shape, so I'm going to now clean up the image. I'm going to select the reshape tool, click on what I just drew, and I'm actually going to use my mouse and draw a box around all of the nodes other than the first and the last. And I'm going to right click and then move them to smooth. So now I've got a little bit easier shape with no sharp points to play with. Okay, I think that looks a little bit more like a shamrock petal, and I'm going to select it, and now I'm going to right click with my mouse and duplicate it, and I'm going to rotate the shape and move it right next to the first petal, and then I'm going to duplicate it again and do the same. Move that right next, rotate, and move it right next to the second petal. Now I want to connect up some of my petals. So if I select the first shape, or first item, and hit the reshape key, I'm going to now hit the T key on my keyboard while I'm moving that last node, and it will actually snap in place to the next shape. Do the same thing here, and again, as I'm doing this, I'm just cleaning up some of those lines between the segments. Okay, and now I'm going to put my start and stop points just a little bit closer together so that I can put a stem now on this. Okay, so now let's select the three-pointed arc tool and draw a stem. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And in the same way, I want to take those first images, and using the T key on my keyboard and moving the node, I want to connect those together. And now I have a shamrock. I'm going to select the shamrock. I want to turn it green, and I want to apply a running stitch. So I can now do a stitch out. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. For additional quilting ideas, please sign up for my newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com. Thanks for watching.